And here we are in round B for pairs. We have, this is Michelle Casper. I am here with Hannah K. Doyle and Kyle Kosin, the Twitch stream. Welcome. And let's see the puzzles that we have today. Similar in theme, yet very different in difficulty. So Kyle, tell us what we've got.
So this one's called Sloth Selfie. This is a puzzle I've seen a whole bunch and still never done. Let's just say far from my first pick.
Yeah, and then the other one we have is another rectangle, so not following the circle and rectangle theme. This one is called Cats on the Shelf. I have not personally done this, but we have a lot of cats and a lot of plants. Some other fun, colorful objects on the shelf, it looks like.
You can hold it there. They'll probably switch back to us in about a minute, so we can just put it like this.
Sounds good.
Put it up on the... Yeah, so similar in theme in that we both have fur. This is the first time I think we're seeing fur at the Worlds. They both have greenery, but in terms of difficulty, I have done Cats on the Shelf. I know that it is very doable. I think we're going to see most people choose Cats on the Shelf. From what I have seen, Sloth Selfie is really hard.
Yeah, I feel like with Cats on the Shelf, there are more things to pick out, which might make it also better for pairs. You might have someone do all the fur and someone do all the plants, something like that.
Yeah, I agree. Easier to divide and conquer, which is huge for when you've got multiple puzzlers working on the same image.
I'll be very curious to see if anyone chooses the sloth puzzle.
Yeah, because the sloth, you have a lot of repeating elements. The faces look really similar. You've got 5 sloths. It looks really similar. Then you've got 3 blue butterflies and a bit of greenery. But other than that, and maybe some background and a bit of some tree trunk. Whereas with the Cats on the Shelf, you have roses, flower pots, teapots, butterflies. You have different backgrounds. There's like some colorful plates in the background and some snails. The flowers are different colors, so there's definitely a lot more to be able to spot by sight. Of course, the cats do look similar. You've got about 8 cats on the shelf, but the actual amount of fur is less than the sloth image.
Yeah, there's some good variation between the cats too, and then each individual cat is on the smaller side, so it's not like a big chunk of fur.
That's true. I mean, the cats would be maybe like 2 or 3 pieces across.
Exactly.
Yeah. So have you done either of these puzzles?
I have not done either one.
Me neither, no. Like I said, this is one I've seen a lot, but I've still never had the opportunity to do it, never picked it up.
I'm a bit intimidated by the sloths, to be honest.
I'm quite intimidated by it. I'm trying to think, I think the only scenario where a pair might want to pick it is if they had just happened to practice it together, maybe.
Yeah, maybe some sloth lovers. I know sloths are really, some really cute animals. I know we see them a lot in cartoons and people just absolutely adore sloths, but maybe not after this session. So what we can see right now, we have 4 pairs on screen. Top left are the brothers Gabriel and not brothers, Gabriel with Alejandro. They are a super pair of youngsters from Spain, and I'm pretty sure that this puzzle appeared at the Cats on the Shelf appeared at the Spanish Nationals 1 or 2 years ago. So expect to see Gabriel just absolutely blitz this puzzle. He's got such a great memory. He's super speedy, and this is just going to be a piece of cake for him and Alejandro.
And you can see they already seem to have that first place medal, it looks like, done near the pair opposite Gabriel. Also the purple flowers. So that would be Alejandro. Seems like he's already even done some of those sections.
There's table 1, Jan and Martin, also on the cats. Looking around the field, I do not see many pairs that have picked the sloth puzzle.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a big shock from the crowd when we get the first shot of a sloth, if any at all. We just had Ramona and Rafael from Switzerland on screen. Now we've got table 16, that is Alvaro and Marta from Spain. But yeah, so here we're not even going for the border. So Gabi and Alejandro are going straight for the elements. We've got this teapot in the lower right-hand corner. The first place medal. We've got a purple flower pot, some purple flowers.
Yeah, and it looks like they're building the elements kind of separately and not really putting them in place yet, so it'll be interesting to see how it all comes together. It looks like this pair, we have someone doing the edge, and then the other person is picking out the most colorful parts of the puzzle, which might be a common theme in the approach.
That's the way we like to do things, Hannah and I.
Yeah, we have me as the designated edge person. I think that's a common thing that pairs can strategize about beforehand.
Yeah, I think it's also something that you don't even have to think about. Like if you just know you're the edge person, it just gets sorted out, and the other person might do some sorting up front. Or how have you been doing it so far?
Yeah, I'll pull a first project for Hannah. On the last puzzle, a little tough. All the projects are pretty small, but I had a couple stacks ready for Hannah once she was done with the edge, and then I got going on some of the others that were standing out at the start.
Yeah, I think as much as you can make strategy decisions before even seeing the puzzle, the better, because then all of your communication during the puzzle can be about the image specifically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so are we going to expect to see cats earlier on, or are people going to end on the cats?
I would think that they would end on the cats, because I feel like you can have someone do more of the plants and the other person do more of the containers that are on the shelves, and those two types of things to me seem easier than handling the cats right away.
I do think maybe the brighter cats, like the one there at the top right, may come in fairly early. Those ones would stand out definitely a lot more than the other cats. But yeah, I agree that probably on the darker fur cats, especially because there's repetition between them, there's a bunch of them, it's probably going to be where the close is.
Yeah, and I mean on the top right hand corner, yeah, those two cats seem the kind of gingery blonde cats. They tend to be a bit more solid in one color, you could say, whereas the other cats, they all have a bit of white, black, brown, beige. Like it's going to be a lot more harder to differentiate the rest of the cats on the shelf.
Yeah, I think the key will be to break it up into sections within each cat. So like you can pick out the faces, you can pick out the ears, maybe even the paws. Just trying to chunk it up as much as possible should help a lot.
And there is greenery in this image, but I did enjoy that you can tell much of the greenery apart. So in the middle of the image, there's a flat flower pot with a snail, and coming out of it, you've got basil and parsley, and they have very different leaf shapes and leaf sizes. You also have some rosemary on the upper left, and at the bottom you also have a flat leaf parsley coming out. However, on both the top left and the top right, you do have similar leaf shapes. It's the same flowers that kind of go from the left and the right. So I know that did take me a bit longer to finish that border, because I forgot that there was the same pieces exactly on the opposite side. Okay, we just had the goss from Charlie on the floor. There is a sloth. There is a team that has chosen the sloth.
We have a sloth.
Good luck to them.
Okay. All right, so we got table 14. We got Chris and Heidi from Australia looking really strong there.
Yeah, I noticed this. So another really nice thing about the cat puzzle, even though not too much of the background is showing, it's pretty nice. So that horizontal line down the center, and then the wood pattern background, it's got a gradient to it coming down to the top of the cat's heads, and I can see some of the teams building that horizontal line a little bit down the center.
Yeah, so right now we've only got cats on the shelf. We can see that Chris and Heidi in the top corner have rotated their puzzle box so that it's so that Chris will be doing it. Oh, they're the puzzle amigas. I love it. That Chris will be doing it the right way up, and Heidi will be doing it upside down. Is that a good strategy for pairs? Do you do that, or you prefer to both work in the same direction?
I think typically we struggle a little bit with upside down. I think we agreed that the main scenario where we would do that is if there's a clear sky land division. Then it's a little less important and it's easier spatially to separate. But I guess, if this pair, if neither of them struggle with upside down or one of them is comfortable with it, then it might make sense space-wise, might be helpful.
Yeah, so when you did your image in the last one, it was a landscape, but you did it kind of diagonally coming from both sides.
Yeah, so like this pair in the bottom right, I believe that's Chloe and Sky. We had it oriented kind of like that, so where they're both kind of coming at it from a right side up perspective.
Yeah, exactly. So bottom right, Chloe and Sky, you can see that they are actually doing the landscape image kind of diagonally, and one of them has their leg up on the chair just to provide a bit more support. I also do that when I did it with my pair recently at a competition. I just found it much more easier from that angle. You are leaning over a bit more just to support myself on my leg using the chair. So in the top left we've got table 79 from Japan. That is Santos and Ayumi, and looks like that one of them is working on the border, and that first place ribbon has been pulled out. Yeah, I really like that part. That was probably the first part that I did of that puzzle. It's got yellow, blue and red rings, and I don't really know how that belongs into the image itself. Like, it doesn't really fit with like basil and parsley and flower pots. Right. But it was my favorite part of the puzzle.
Yeah, it looks very sharp compared to the rest of the kind of more leafy details in the puzzle. But it looks like they do also have those pink flowers done, the purple flowers on the edge, and it also looks like a lot of people are going for the very ornately decorated plate up on the top shelf, which they have done too. Yeah,
so here Ayumi is working upside down, so she's got that top border with you can see the plate and the first place ribbon and that purple flower pot.
Here we have Kate Urmston and Zena Irvin from Australia. They have quite a lot done on the bottom shelf. So they have that cup, which is holding some pencils. Oh, and let's see, Soraya and Claudia.
Yeah, so I think pretty much everyone from Spain will have done this puzzle before, but it has also been on, it says it's from 2024. I thought this had been around a bit longer than that. Maybe I'm wrong, or maybe it's just because this is a new box size. I'm not sure. And in any case, it is a puzzle that will be familiar to most of the participants, well, those who at least train. Bottom left, we have a pair from Colombia.
I'm sure there are pairs we're not capturing, but they're the top right, Soraya, Claudia, looking especially strong amongst this group we're seeing now.
Yeah, they've made a lot of progress. In the top left, that's Irina and Diana. Looks like they have the watering can done on the right, a lot of the flowers.
Oh yeah, they're a fantastic pair. So for those who don't know, Irina and Diana, they did a speed run that was organized by the US Jigsaw Puzzle Association. It was actually kind of a similar image of cats with shells.
Realized.
Mm-hmm. So this is like
that thought. That's a very common theme in the puzzling world.
Yeah.
I can think of a few more too.
But they are like the superstars of cats on shelves. I don't know how, maybe like 70 times each they've done that puzzle. They got their pairs time down to something ridiculous. Someone can perhaps tell us in the chat what that time was. But I'm expecting to be flying through this one. That was actually a 500-piece puzzle from Cobble Hill.
Mm-hmm. I know their individual times were under 20 minutes, which is just incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, they're also both big fans of the Peace Talks, the speed puzzling podcast hosted by Rob Shields. We're going to see a bit more of him in the coming days.
It looks like those shirts are functioning as their matching pair shirts, which I appreciate.
Yeah, and thanks to Maria Andrea and Catalina from Colombia. I got a special treat from Colombia yesterday. It's the secret trick for the cyclists, from endurance cyclists. They have a little protein, like a protein-packed high-calorie packed protein, and it's going to be helps them to survive. And so she gave one of them gave me a little pack to help me survive the long days of live streaming and competing. Extra boost from Colombia.
Do we know who this pair is on the bottom left? It's a pair from Colombia.
Yeah, that's Maria Andrea and Catalina.
They're making great progress.
Oh, wow. Yes, I think the Spanish are going to dominate here. Soraya and Claudia, more than 50% done at 14 minutes.
Wow. And it looks like they do have some of the cats we didn't really expect. Up in the top left, they have some of that striped cat.
It almost looks like they're kind of splitting it in half. But when you have a shelf running through the center of the image, so sure, you could just say, okay, everything that belongs in the top half,
Right.
you do it, and I'll do the bottom half. And maybe they're just running off memory.
It could be. Yeah, it's nice as a pair to try and choose projects based on where you're standing or sitting. That way you're not crossing arms all the time. It's a little bit easier to organize spatially.
Yeah, so here they're doing most of the colorful elements, and Catalina is now going for the flowers. So we have in the center of the image, we have a flower pot with roses. Yeah, I mean, it looks like Soraya and Claudia are doing amazing here.
Already starting to close in on the fur, the edges of the fur.
It looks like maybe the background of the bottom shelf is going to be left for last. It looks like they're focusing more on the foreground objects. And they also have a pile of those pink flowers in the bottom right still to do. Here's Irina and Diana. They have a lot of the center line of the shelf done, and that might help just to work up from when you're doing the cats on the top shelf.
Yeah, well, because of the kind of the floating elements, it's good to have that center shelf locked in, and that just provides a bit more of an anchor to the puzzle, and it's easier to divide as well.
Looking at the pile of pieces there, you can see the next row down there, the darker gradient coming down from that center shelf.
I think this is a nice puzzle where you can do a series of sorts, and as you get more things done, I think more things become obvious in the pile, which is a really fun one to have for pairs.
So here we have the Sino sisters from the Netherlands, Ellen and Inga. They are also flying.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure they've both done this puzzle, and they're really good at the busy. And we're also seeing that actually they're doing it. Ellen's doing it sideways, and Inga is doing it in the right orientation. And so they've pretty much done all the background here. Now it's just a case of filling in the cats, and filling in that center line of the shelf.
Yeah, it's interesting to see who has opted to do the center line and who hasn't. It looks like Inga and Ellen didn't prioritize the center line, whereas the pair from Spain, Gabriel and Alejandro, have that line done. And then you can see the holes are mostly where the cats are.
Yeah, I find that sometimes doing a center line of a shelf, sometimes it looks very similar, and it is quite hard to differentiate.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, Diana and Irina and Ellen and Inga are waiting to fill out a bit more towards the center, maybe get some of those flower pots done, and maybe some of the paws that are hanging down into the shelf first before they fill out that border there in the middle. But yeah, this is going to go fast. We're at 18 minutes,
Wow.
and we've just got some cat-shaped silhouettes left.
Do you think we'll see teams starting to move to a shape sort as they close out the fur here?
No, I mean, the cats are not that wide. I mean, there are still some shadows and some stripes that I think people will use those.
Right.
Orient, probably take a quick look at the box and then put them in. And also in the lower left-hand corner, you have the spout of a flower pot kind of reaching out in towards one of the cats. So I'm pretty sure we're going to see the lower left cat get done first when people find those pieces with the spout. And
Yeah, now we're also seeing our teammates, Jasmine Lambert and Emma Williamson, also making great progress.
Both with a great showing yesterday. Watching Emma finish first in that semi was
is that Emma?
incredible.
Wow.
Yes,
It was
yes.
awesome.
okay, well, you've got good chances for when the teams come up. What's the name of your team?
Our team name is Dome Sweet Dome.
Oh, so I
We were
love that.
thinking maybe Dome Sweat Dome after this week.
Yeah, maybe we need to insert an A in there. Dome, sweat dome.
So Soraya and Claudia, they don't have very many pieces left. It looks like holes kind of scattered all across the puzzle, so that might be pretty fast to finish up. Gabriel and Alejandro, they also have very few pieces left. They're all kind of concentrated, though, in the same spots, so it'll be interesting to see which close ends up being faster.
Teams are going to need to be mindful. This is the point where there's a high potential for hands clashing as you're starting to close out here. If you can still divide your half versus your teammates' half, that's going to come in really handy.
Yeah, it looks like Gabi and Alejandro have this. Yep, Alejandro's on his feet. Mm-hmm. All right, they're both on it. Go, go, go.
They're in the home stretch. Oh, and Soraya and Claudia.
So it might be Spain versus Spain here. Wow. Oh, so exciting. Oh, look at that. You can see a lot of just single holes. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it might just get him. I think Gabi and Alejandro have got this. Look at that. Only 10 pieces left. Oh, this is...
They're going fast.
And Soraya and Claudia just coming up just a few pieces behind, maybe 10 pieces behind. They definitely have an advantage here, having done this in a competition before. Here we go.
Wow, just over 20 minutes.
Wow. And coming in their compatriots. Yeah, so first finish just under 21 minutes. Fantastic.
About 3 minutes faster than our first time in the last round. I'm not sure I would have expected that from this puzzle.
Congratulations, Soraya and Claudia.
An absolute sprint there. Congratulations. And here come the Sino sisters. I think red is the lucky color for this round.
Oh, wow. It could be an all-red podium for this prelim.
They've got O's on their back. The O stands for Sino. They're in a team with the Brat sisters. They're called the R's and the O's. R's for Brat and O's for Sinos. And also, that's going to be the sound that the crowd makes. When they see them puzzle.
Exactly.
Very
fitting.
That. Go, 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 Sino O's.
It looks like they have mostly that cat on the bottom left and the bottom right, and some of that shelf background.
I mean, it looks really easy, like it's going in so fast, but these fur pieces, they're just like a murky, furry blur.
Yeah, so many of the pieces must just be some fur, some green. So you got to figure out where that goes, and that's not easy.
Also catching a glimpse on the bottom right of Tamar and Denise. They are also a really exciting and fantastic pair.
And in the top right, that's Katie Delude-Sicard and Devin Donaldson. Also have made great progress. Inga and Ellen are really speeding up now. They might have just 10 pieces left, it looks like.
Really struggling through those last few pieces.
A little chunk in the bottom left.
But,
only a few holes.
Oh no, don't cut out. Yes, come on, let's see it. Go, Ellen and Inga.
3 pieces.
You got this.
She grabs 2.
Oh, congrats to Inga and Ellen.
Congrats.
Yeah.
I think that was around 23:16. Amazing time.
And Tamar also doing fantastic here. That's Tamar and Denise. Tamar was the champion of the Netherlands earlier this year, and Denise was also one of the top puzzlers. I think she may have come third, well, really, definitely one of the top finishers at the German Championship.
Yeah, I recognize Tamar from her getting third yesterday in that third semifinal. Really impressive.
Really speedy pair here.
There's Jasmine and Emma. Looks like they're kind of at the stage where you just pick up a piece, find where it goes.
Yes.
All right, only about 8 pieces left.
Oh, fantastic effort there. So I think they met at the Dutch Nationals, and because they were both there. Both performed excellently there. So we're seeing the Canadians also coming up to the finish, Devin and Katie.
Oh. This is table 165.
Yeah, think so. That's Maya von Borstel and her partner. We saw Maya do amazing in the individual rounds. Sorry, I can't quite catch the name of her pair.
Looks like a lot of people are finishing up on those cats in the bottom.
Oh, but I think it's going to be the Canadians who get there first. Go Devin, go Katie.
Couple more.
Oh.
There it is.
Awesome.
Yeah, so there they actually rotated the box to make it upside down. We've got another Spanish pair coming into the finish.
Oh, might be blocking one of the numbers.
Yeah,
it's
so
like
next,
maybe 112.
oh yes, that is. So it's Carlos and Miguel, and behind them are Yeva and Rihad from Latvia. Okay, so
A lot of teams closing in now. Also worth mentioning.
Missing one piece. And they called it, looks like.
There we go.
Congratulations. Awesome.
good job, guys.
Irina and Diana looking excellent, closing in.
They just passed.
Oh, and Frugy and Francie. Frugy just grabbed something off the floor, hopping in those last pieces. These are my teammates. Go, go, go. You've got this, ladies. Yes.
Awesome.
Oh,
And Jasmine and Emma,
awesome.
our teammates, back to back.
Oh, and
a
Sweden.
Swedish pair.
Sandra and Evelina. Final pieces for Diana and Arena. Boom. Yeah.
Oh, and here's Sandra and Maya.
Great job there.
Lots of finishes.
So I think we'll see more people finish this puzzle than the last one. Easier choices, less busy. So I think we're gonna, definitely the times are coming faster, quicker, tighter, and more people should finish. This is table one, Martin and Jan from Czech. Also amazing progress here at 27 minutes, just working on those cats. And
It's
table
table
80, Justina and Susanna from Poland.
Awesome job. I am quite curious about the pair that is doing the sloth
Yeah,
puzzle.
we need to get a picture of the sloth.
Yeah, it looks like the order ends up being that they do the background, then finish on the cats. Seems like we're seeing that in a lot of pairs.
So that's Miata and Sebastian from the Netherlands. Delia and Sandra, I think that's her daughter. And the UK, the first team. Wow. Abby and Rachel. Amazing effort. You got this.
Pair from the Netherlands.
And another
that
Dutch
called
pair
time.
back to back.
Looks like Chloe and Sky in the background are also finishing up.
Yep. Chloe and Sky, yes.
Hey, nice.
Now here's the Slovenian pair. They're also on their way to the finish. We've got Mokia and Anna from Slovenia. Flavi and Stowe from France. With an extra piece. Go Flavi, go Stowe. And
Jan
boom.
Martin on table one.
Jan and Martin have done it. Yeah, so just a moment ago we saw Hannah Farthing and her pair finish.
Wow, these finishes are happening back to back.
Still under 30 minutes, so many.
Yeah.
Charlotte and Ninka from the Netherlands just finished. Well done.
That's what, maybe 20 pairs under 30 minutes.
Wow.
Incredible.
What's going on?
Also worth mentioning, it is starting to heat up. We get to escape the heat a little bit in the morning races, but definitely feel it intensifying during this round.
Mona and Anna from Germany. Christina and Francisco. Good job. All right, we're going to have an interview with the Sino sisters. We're just going to shuffle in here. So welcome, Ellen and Inga. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Do you realize that red was the lucky color today? The podium all got red. We're all wearing red t-shirts.
Yes, apparently this one was used at the Spanish Championships. Of course, yeah.
So this has been used in Spain before, so we were expecting that the Spanish would dominate this one, and they were really fast, so first and second were Spain. But have you done this puzzle before? Is this something you're familiar with?
I think it was one of my first 500-piece Ravensburgers. Yep. But it's been a while.
Yeah, so I think we did it in 2022 and 2023, something like that. It's been a long time.
Okay, so this is not something that you were just basing off memory. You knew it was the easier puzzle, but it was you still had to do it fresh again.
Yeah. There have been hundreds of other puzzles since I did this one for the last time, so.
And what do you think of the sloth coming out of the bag?
It was an easy pick for us.
For me, the sloth was one of the hardest puzzles ever.
So when you puzzle together, is it pretty clear when you see the image who's going to take what?
Sometimes. I think in general, Ella is upside down, so if there's a sky or something that's clearly at the top, she will do that. And for this one, we were all over the place. We had sorted out pink flowers, but neither of us did them because we were just doing random other pieces.
So we did see a lot of the pairs in this round were working top and bottom because of the division of the, top shelf, bottom shelf, but you two were working side by side, right? Is that just how you always do things? Were there any regrets there, or?
I think it was a spur of the moment decision, but just because I think for us we are used to busy puzzles, so this way we could reach every part of the puzzle, and it was sort of up the right way for both of us, because cats are a lot harder when they're upside down.
Yeah.
And I'm exceptionally bad at puzzling, at rotating the image in my head anyway, so we try to figure out the best box position to make me the most useful still.
So at the start of the round, when you see the image, are you immediately strategizing, and what does that kind of look like?
I think for this one it was just, okay, how are we going to place the box? How are we going to place the puzzle? Ella usually does the edges, and I think that's all the strategy we discussed before we started.
And what was sort of the order that things went? Was there a clear order, or were you kind of all over the place just placing pieces?
The very clear elements like the blue vase and the purple flowers and then the number 1 ribbon at the top, and the rest was all over the place.
Although at some point we notice what we apparently are doing, we don't think in advance that we're doing it, but at some point, I'm apparently doing all the green leaves. So I told Inga, just get your hands off them, I'm taking them.
But I think we naturally already do different things. It's very often we are sort of noticing the other doing another section and automatically pick other pieces without even needing to discuss it.
Is that something that happens because your individual puzzling styles are different?
I think mainly because we've done a lot of pairs practice together.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you said before coming to Worlds you had a boot camp. Tell us what puzzling boot camp looks like.
So Ella and I both took 2 days off of work to just do a lot of puzzles together, because with a full-time job and Ella has kids and just we don't really have too much time to puzzle, so we were like, we need some make some distance with our training. So yeah.
We just had 2 days with a million puzzles.
Did you practice having to make the choice between two puzzles as a pair?
Not really. We decided who was going to do that because we already practiced that for teams last year, so we kind of knew who was better at that. So that was easy. So I get to pick the puzzle and Inge gets to pick the strategy. That's kind of how it works.
So looking forward to the semifinals now, expecting unreleased puzzles. What is your dream scenario for the puzzle to come up?
The puzzle we had yesterday in the third semifinal. That would be the dream for
really
both of us.
I think in general not the too difficult, completely solid colors. Those are not our strengths. So it doesn't have to be extremely busy, but just not the super difficult puzzles, because then we cannot really compete with the top pairs.
Well, that's fantastic. You did amazing. Yeah, congratulations. We'll see you in the next round of this evening. Semi-finals. Good job.
Yes. Thank you.
Congrats.
Yeah, so looking really great here. Sweden coming in for the next finish. Congratulations. Yeah, we're at 36 minutes and we've had a lot of finishes. It's going really fast. And joining us at the table we have Katie and Devin from Canada. Welcome.
Hi everyone. Thanks for having us.
Hi, so what did you think of this puzzle?
I've done this one before. Katie had not. But she loves cats. Her Instagram handle is actually Black Cat Puzzles. So we knew, well, I think we all knew it wasn't going to be the sloth anyway, but we also knew we'd have a lot of fun with this one.
So is this a puzzle? So you had done it before, you said. Had you
Right.
seen this puzzle before?
No,
Katie?
never. But it's totally my type of puzzle, so I was like very glad we went with this one.
So Devin, then did you kind of take the lead, having known this puzzle a little bit better?
I wouldn't say so. I relinquished all the fur because I'm not a fur builder,
Yeah.
but Katie is. But I did describe where a lot of the elements were and what was easiest to see as we were flipping. So I think that was really helpful because
Yeah.
Katie was able to spot a lot of stuff as we went. Yeah.
And do you have one of you that does the edge? How do you break down that kind of
You bet.
responsibility?
I am typically the edge person. If the edge is doable, I'll jump in right away. And then Katie spots the next big project to do,
Yeah.
and we go from there.
I'm doing a lot of sorting while Devin is doing the edge, so we always have something to do after. We're never like stuck and waiting for something to happen. So I think we have a good strategy there. For us, it works well.
It does. We flowed through that.
Yeah.
It felt really, really good going through that puzzle. Yeah.
How long have the two of you been a pair?
Almost a year, I
Almost
would
a
say.
year.
October last
Yep.
year. Yeah.
And so far, it's worked out really, really well for us.
What
Yeah.
did training for Worlds look like?
We had for our team, we're on the team, the Damn Good Puzzlers. You'll see us coming up in Group B tomorrow. We had a whole puzzle retreat weekend. But I think we can also count training as participating in other competitions. So we are right now the pairs Canadian champions. So we did a great 1,000 piece puzzle that was Toronto themed, which is where I live, and it was great. So we had a ton of fun doing that. So I count that as practice.
Oh yeah, it was a good practice for sure.
And speaking of 1,000 pieces, how does your strategy change, if at all, going from this kind of 500 piece round to 1,000 piece round?
Does it?
I don't know if it does. Our strategy is anchored in communication.
Yeah, for sure. We have amazing communication. We were talking all the way through it. If we're stuck, we say we're stuck. If it's going well, we say we're going well. So it goes really well for this. Yeah.
Were there any points in this puzzle where you had to switch or you had to say that you were stuck?
I think there were a couple points. The red flowers down on the bottom shelf, Katie had done a few of them, and then we realized we needed to pivot to something else because it needed to anchor into something. And then once we had more of the pieces, I went in there and finished it off, surprisingly. So that surprised me that we were able to do that so quickly. But just, I think we flowed really well. And at the end, we did shape sort at the very end for the fur, which I think sped us up.
Yep.
We've got a shape sorting map that we use every single time, so we know exactly where all the pieces are going to be.
It works really well for us. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's smart. So you know this type of piece is going to be at this location.
So it's going really quick to just find what we need. And
Now, I don't remember. Were you two working side by side? Not upside down?
We laugh because we talk about this a lot. My brain cannot compute a 90-degree turn. It just can't do it. So I take one and I'll do it upside down before I'll do it on a 90-degree turn any day of the week. So, yeah. Good thing Katie's okay with that.
So, well, congratulations, Katie and Devin. You did amazing. And hello, Devin.
Hi.
I noticed we were on the floor together during the Guinness World Record, but you were super busy, so I didn't want to stop and say hi, but I saw you there, and now I can say hello to you properly.
So nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Devin's going to be joining Jim for commentating the team round on Friday.
Tomorrow morning,
Yeah, so that's going to be great. And great to meet you, Katie, as well. And fantastic effort.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.
I love to see all these finishes rolling in, all these happy pairs. We're at 41 minutes, so still in the qualifying range.
Yeah, it looks like it. It's always really fun to see how excited people are at the end, especially when you have someone to celebrate with.
Yeah. Good job, Canada.
Yeah, so we're only in the early 40s and we've had so many finishers. The tables are starting to empty out. Here we have a pair from Spain. Looks like Ignacio and Sandra. I think that's Fifi from California. Ignacio and Sandra have, looks like, about 8 pieces left, finishing up that cat on the top shelf. 2 left. Well done.
Still a lot of time to go, so we're going to see, I think, the vast majority of pairs finish here.
I think so.
What an accomplishment.
Yeah, so we're going to have another pair join us for an interview. This is Grace and Jess joining us from Malaysia and Australia. So I'd just like to mention that Jess is deaf, so she does have an interpreter here who will help us. And Grace. Yeah, so tell us how was the decision for you with these puzzles coming out of the bag?
Yeah, I think both Jess and we saw the cats and immediately we put the sloth under the table. Yeah. It was like
a half. Rồi chị got on the cat.
So like we picked
got
cats
on
straight
the
away.
wing back.
Yeah. The sloth was no. Was a no for us.
Yeah. So have you done the sloth before that you know it was really hard, or you just knew that it was going to be a harder one?
Yeah. I've done sloth before. She's also done sloth before, and both of us have nightmares.
Nightmares
about that one. So it was a no-brainer.
A no-brainer to go for the cats.
Yeah.
So can you tell us how you communicate during the process, how you decide who does what?
Yeah.
We look at
So we look at it and we kind of, we each can point to the parts that we want to do, and Jess has taught me, a little bit of sign language, and then we look at each other. So we always keep an eye on what each other is doing, and if she looks stuck or I look stuck, we'll switch, and we focus on each other, not the room. That's kind of how we do it.
So really eye contact and sign language and really just being in the same zone with your pair, really just concentrating, helps you to work together.
Definitely. Like kind of, I think this is our second year pairing together. We met for the first time at Worlds last year, kind of just online like a lot of people do, finding a pair. And we got on really well, it felt really natural. So we thought, let's try it again. Second year in a row, and yeah, feeling good about it.
Yeah, and we know that, congratulations, you are the Malaysian champion. Fantastic. Is it JC the Jigsaw Puzzler?
Yes, JC Jigsaw Puzzler.
JC the Jigsaw Puzzler on Instagram, and I follow you and I saw you a Malaysian champion. Fantastic. I also know that your husband is also deaf, and he does... he's part of the association for
the JPAS Association is newly formed, so the Singapore Association, and Jess's husband YM is the president, and Jess is also on the committee.
Yeah, and so what kind of thing? So yeah, the Jigsaw Puzzle Singapore, so they're based in Singapore. And I think I saw just after Worlds that you also organized a competition for the Deaf Society in Singapore. Is that correct?
Yes. So right after Worlds last year, they Jess and YM organized one of the first deaf community puzzle competition in Malaysia. Oh, sorry, in Singapore. Sorry, I'm getting it mixed up. But yeah, and it went really well. It was quite a good response to that one. Yeah.
So as individual puzzlers, what are your styles and how do those kind of blend together?
My style's a bit chaotic. And Jess is also a little bit the same. So she's fast, but we're both a little chaotic. So sometimes it can get a little messy, but we're trying to be better. Yeah, we had plans, and sometimes we stick to them. And sometimes we get distracted. So, but it's all good. It worked out okay. Hopefully, we do well moving forward.
Do you think that played to your strengths with this puzzle image specifically?
Yeah, I think so, because we both, Jess and I both like kind of busier images. So this one over the sloth, the cats over the sloth, I think played to our strengths a bit more.
And what did your practice leading up to Worlds look like?
What did our practice look like? I actually flew via Singapore this year, so that I could meet up with Jess and puzzle with her there. Last year we only met here at World, so we didn't have a lot of time to practice. So this time we had probably two sessions in Singapore. You know what was really interesting is that it was really hot and humid in Singapore. And so we were sweating all the way through our practice sessions, and then we got here and we thought, oh, that was actually good practice.
You were well prepared for these conditions.
Yeah, we didn't think it would make a difference, but the humidity practice seems to have worked out well for us.
Yeah, I'd love to know, Jess, what would you like to tell the world? What would you like to share with everybody at home?
What would you like to share with everybody at home, Jess?
Support from everyone. Everyone can go out. Support from everyone.
Oh, Jess says she's really appreciating the support from everyone.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, from
everyone work at going out.
Everyone who's watching here and online. There's been a lot of support online from communities back in Malaysia, in Singapore, who've stayed up till really weird hours of the night to send messages. Yeah, but they should be sleeping. But thank you for watching, and it really means a lot when people do take the time to send us messages on. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. I know that's one of the most special things is receiving that support from back home. And who can sleep when Jess and Grace are puzzling? They want to see it, and we are just so excited for the both of you. Fantastic effort today. Thank you for coming on to the live stream, and it's great to hear what you're doing in Singapore for the deaf community and sharing the love of puzzles. We love that.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
All right, we're just about to cross the 45-minute mark. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at a delay. 50-minute mark.
Okay, yeah, so it looks like there's a 6-minute delay on YouTube catching up with our live. Here we have from a German and Norwegian pair. Okay. Oh, I think that's Claire and Peter. They are an influencer couple, fiancés. They were at the US Nationals, and they're travel influencers, and they also love puzzles. They also did a puzzle competition on a cruise ship. We are hoping to have a chat with them in the next round. They're still puzzling. Oh yeah, good job, table 24.
Congrats. We saw Claire and Peter at US Nationals as well.
Yeah, so joining us here for an interview, we have Denise from Germany and Tamar from the Netherlands. Congratulations on a great performance together.
Thank you so much.
So Tamar, you're from the Netherlands and you're from Germany. How did you meet and decide to become a pair?
At the Dutch Nationals we met. We sat next to each other in the first round and it felt really nice. And we both didn't have a pair yet, so then we decided to go together.
Yeah.
How long ago?
It was a funny moment. It was a very funny moment. We didn't have a team or pair yet for Worlds, and I didn't know that I would ever compete in Worlds, that I would ever come here. And we were introduced, and somebody said Tama needs a team, and okay, would you like to pair up? And she was yes. And I was yes too.
So
crazy.
How long ago was that when you decided to pair?
It was at the Dutch competition. After the finals, we met and talked, and it was just one moment to the other, and a crazy situation.
I think it was in June.
Yeah, it was mid of June.
Oh, mid-June.
Yeah.
So you had a few months from then to practice for Worlds?
Yeah, we had one team meeting when we practiced, and we practiced here yesterday or 2 days ago.
Yeah.
But not so often, but it works really great.
So how did you feel about this puzzle that you
We
did?
love it so much. We love animals on puzzles and fur, so
Fur.
very nice.
You love fur?
Yes, both of us love
Both.
fur.
Wow, it's not common to hear that.
So actually, I had when we had the puzzle party on the Tuesday morning, I ended up at the table with Denise, and when we had two puzzles mixed together without images. There was a 1,000-piece puzzle with doors on it, and a 500-piece puzzle with puppies in the basket. And so first of all, we separated out. Okay, who wants to do puppies and who wants to do doors? And Denise said, "I want to do fur." Okay, we never really, I don't remember anyone saying that they like to do fur. So we sorted out, handed all the puppy pieces over to Denise. I was doing flowers, and literally like 10 minutes later I looked, and this puppy, this huge puppy which takes up like 50% of the image, was done. And we're like, oh, you really do like fur.
Yes.
So,
it was so cute.
Yeah, I mean, it's a rare thing to like fur, but you did a fantastic job. And
Thanks.
yeah, the fact that you both like that, it was a perfect puzzle.
Crazy. We're so similar. It's so great.
So then who got to do the cats?
Denise.
Yeah, well, both.
Yeah,
In the
I
later
did a
part,
little
both.
bit too. Yeah.
How do you make that decision for who's going to take which parts?
We decided beforehand already, so we don't have to discuss while puzzling all the time.
So you know Denise will do fur
Yes.
if fur shows up.
Yeah.
And then were you handling the plants, the shelf?
Yeah,
and
the
stuff?
plants and the pots and the flowers,
The borders.
things like that. Yeah, the borders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you make that decision before, did you have to do much communication during the puzzle?
A little bit, but not that much. Yeah. Just confirming, like, okay, I do this, you do this. Let's go. Keep reading. Yeah.
So in the semis then, just a puzzle, nothing but fur, right? Is that what you're looking for in the next round?
Just a puzzle?
Just fur in the next puzzle, the next
maybe,
round? Yeah,
but that was a very lucky decision to make. It was both fur and I don't know if we get the possibility to get fur again. No, I don't think so. But
Sky is also okay.
yeah, gradients,
Sky,
water.
gradient, water. Just not too busy.
Yeah, that's not my kind, not my favorite
So you have pretty similar styles.
Yes, totally.
Individually. Do you think that helps?
Yeah, with certain puzzles it helps, but maybe if it's a busy puzzle, then we both are like, ah.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah. So, how do you then decide if you both like fur? Do you have also other things that you like coming up, or is there something where you say, well, I'm happy to give you that part and I'll take this one?
Yeah, that's what it was like. We made a strategy before when we were practicing, and yeah, it's easy to decide, and nobody is sad to do, I don't know, the bottles or the flowers or the borders, and it's totally easy. I can't believe it, right? Great.
So does that mean that you are in a team together as well?
Yes, we're the Lowland Linkers.
The Lowland Linkers.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
3 of us are from Germany, from Lower Saxony, so we're living at Lowland. Oh, sorry. 3 of us are from Germany and Lower Saxony, so it's a Lowland area, and Tamar is from the Netherlands, and we have mixed our regional crests. The horse is from Lower Saxony, and the flag is from Tamar's province, Friesland. Yeah, and the name was an idea of one of our members who will compete in the next round, and it was her first idea, and it was so great.
But what does the linkers mean? Is that because you're left-handed?
No,
sorry, I'm thinking German. Linkers German.
Yeah, because of linking the puzzle pieces, I guess. I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, linking together because we're from 2 different regions. Like.
Oh, linking together. I love it. Okay, so now I see it. So it's a crest combining the lowlands from Saxony with also the crest from Tamar's region.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was already asked 2 times yesterday if I was Dutch because somebody recognized the flag. So funny.
Yeah. Well, fantastic. Well, you did really great together, and it's really nice how through destiny you ended up at the same table. You did really well, and both needed a pair, both needed a team, and that we saw you here together today.
Yeah.
So thanks, and good luck for the semi-final.
Thank you so much.
We have some people asking in the chat if there's a chance we might see a full room finish on this puzzle. There's still a good amount of time left. Looking around, I would say we get pretty close.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, where it's definitely the room is a lot more empty than the same time from the previous round. A lovely puzzle shirt there from Team 104. And joining us, we have some Swedish ladies.
Yes.
Yes, please introduce yourselves.
Yes, hello, my name is Ellen and I'm from Sweden.
And my name is Esther and I'm also from Sweden, and we're sisters competing together.
Yes.
Yeah, great.
Muchas gracias.
Yeah. Lovely. So, easy choice for you, or did you have to think long about which puzzle you would do?
It was an easy choice. We don't like to puzzle animal motifs and a lot of fur, so the cat puzzle had lesser of it and more
different colors, different textures. So it was kind of easy for us.
Had you done either of these puzzles before?
Actually, no. It was the first time, so it was very surprising. We thought maybe we would get a round puzzle since the groups before had done it. But I think it's a very fun concept that you get to choose in the pairs as well, like the teams.
So you said you're sisters.
Yeah.
Does that mean you've had a lot of practice as a pair?
We actually don't live in the same city anymore, so we don't practice together at all. Maybe in the summer when we see each other for a week.
But when we grew up, we always used to do puzzle with our grandparents at their house. So we've been practicing a lot when we were younger together.
So you got some teams experience with your grandparents then.
Exactly.
But now when we puzzle with our grandparents, they're kind of slow. So we can finish the puzzle before they lay most of the pieces.
And what are your individual styles like as puzzlers?
I think we make a great team. We really like doing landscapes together. And then she is so good at just doing a clear blue sky with nothing on. Esther's really good at that. And I like doing like woods and grass, which are also a little bit messy, just textures. I don't know, what do you think?
I agree with you. Landscape is our thing. I like.
Yeah, it sounds like if you like more like gradients, and then you like more like textures.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So in photo puzzles, especially, you have that mix. Usually, the top is the gradient, and then you have a lot of like trees, grass, the water ripples or flowers. Very textured pieces.
Exactly. So I think we make a really good team in that sense, because I don't want to do the sky and she doesn't want to do the grass.
So then when you see a puzzle like this, it's not a landscape. So how do you decide who's going to do what?
I think we just say, oh, I will take the water pot and you take the flowers.
Exactly. I think we kind of try to do things that stick out to us immediately. What are we seeing? So we don't waste time on looking for things. So we take what we see. And like these purple flowers were really easy to spot. The red ones and the little like greenish blue pot as well. And then you just take what you see and do it. I don't know if that answers your question.
Oh yeah, so it's kind of like whatever sticks out to you, and then maybe you notice what the other one is doing, so you don't interfere.
Exactly. Yes. And I think also we're kind of alright at puzzling a little on each other. So maybe I stick in a piece, or if I see that she's doing the pot and I see a piece that's blue, I just hand it over to her, so it gets easier. So we kind of help each other.
And do you have one that does the edge always?
I usually am the one who does the edge, but at a puzzle like this, we feel it's more easy to begin starting with objects that stick out and then take the edge later.
And fill it in. So today I think I did most of the edge, while she usually does the edge.
But when we do a landscape puzzle, we usually begin with edge.
And sorting. So you get the big different colors together.
Do you have much competition experience together, or was this your first competition?
We have done our national competition for 4 times, and we actually
4 times.
4 times.
Yes. Okay. Oh, you bring a lot of experience then.
And last year we accidentally registered for the Worlds, so we had to go.
Yeah.
How do you accidentally register for the Worlds?
I thought it was the national competition.
Because it's the same website.
Yeah, it is.
And it was the first time the national competition
was
using the website.
The year before we had our own website. Sweden had its own. But now we do all the registration to the International Jigsaw Federation.
So does that mean you ended up coming to the Worlds last year?
Yes,
we did.
Okay.
We did. So it was very fun. So it's very nice to be back in the city this year too, and trying to do all the things that we didn't have time to do yesterday.
Yeah, so what kind of things are you enjoying in Valladolid this year?
I really like taking evening walks in the town when it's so busy and all it has to come to life. People are eating, drinking.
Yeah, it's quite surprising going out, once, the last round finishes here at the Dome. By the time people have stopped talking and decided, well, look at the time, it's 9:30, maybe we should get some dinner. And then you go out and you just see the streets are full. There's just a lot of buzz going on. You even see families with strollers and babies and kids. It's like, what? It's 10 o'clock. What are they doing out here? But it's just part of the lifestyle. And then you don't, because of that, you also don't realize it's so late because it feels earlier. And then you kind of by the time you've had dinner, it's almost midnight. I don't know. Is that only me or?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always shocking that everyone is out so late. And likewise, in the morning, it feels like no one is out and nothing is open.
Yeah.
It's fun to see so many puzzlers around out and about too. I don't think I've taken a single walk where, you know, you don't spot someone I recognize.
Yeah, it's like spotting puzzlers in the wild. You can, from a distance, you see like a puzzle T-shirt, or I mean, the Swedes, you stand out like you're from a mile away. Very noticeable.
Like neon signs.
Neon signs. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. It was really nice to get to know you. And remind us again of your names.
Esther and Ellen Queset.
Esther and Alan.
Yes.
Okay, that's so lovely. Thank you, and good luck for the next round.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Okay, so this is the final 10 minutes of this round. We're going to hopefully see a lot more finishes. And yeah, we're going to be cheering on. We really want to see. Have we caught sight of the sloth yet? Unfortunately, looks like YouTube is lagging a little bit, and we were a bit distracted with our interviews, but maybe we'll catch sight of the lone sloth. But here we have a pair from Romania. 10 minutes, they can do it. Here's Claire and Peter. They've got it, over 50%.
Yeah, it looks like they're down to mostly the cats at this point.
I'd love to know what the T-shirt says. It says Speed Puzzler, but with an asterisk, as though it needs a bit more explanation. But Charlie did say that they would be willing to have a chat in the following round. Congrats, Thailand, Van Nida and Pateret.
Well done. It looks like they have their phone set up.
Oh,
yes.
Recording. Got one of those gooseneck camera holds there. So yeah, that'll be exciting if we see a little reel from them on Instagram in the coming weeks. That would be really exciting.
Might get a closer look at their pairs puzzle experience.
Yeah, great job, table 108, Sarah and Tira from the USA.
Apparently, we have seen the sloth puzzle on the stream. We're now seeing in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, apologies for missing the sloth puzzle, but well done to whoever chose that puzzle.
Yeah.
Just under an hour.
Wow, so yeah, sloths finished.
Sloths finished, wow. Oh, congratulations, that's amazing. Yeah, sorry, when we were doing the deaf interview, we really needed to just completely focus on them and speak to them so that Jess could really read our lips. And I was not looking at the screen for a good 5 minutes there, but thanks for letting us know, and we're really happy for the team. They probably got the biggest cheer.
Yeah, I hope they are very proud.
Yeah. But yeah, still, there's a lot of chatter in the room. And I think that's a team from Peace Relax here. So the pair behind them, so the people from Peace Relax who are here doing an amazing job with the Magical Kingdom and all kinds of puzzle games and giveaways for the speed puzzles here in Valladolid. I'm really happy to see that they are also joining in as pairs. I see multiple people around the room wearing the same T-shirt, and I did speak to one of the managers this morning on the way here. Thank you so much, Peace Relax, for everything that you were doing, making the experience just that much more special. Have you been around there yet, Hannah?
Yeah, so they did a little challenge, a puzzle in a bag. I don't know if you saw that, where there are puzzle pieces in the bag. Oh, congrats to this pair.
Oh, congratulations. Oh, yes.
Look at that, I love the excitement. But you weren't allowed to take the pieces out of the bag. You had to maneuver them together, still inside the bag. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, well done, Franz. Oh yeah, it's great. We're going to see some more finishes. Yeah, it's a puzzle in the bag. They also had like a little mini speed competition where you could win a, I think it's like a 3D puzzle of a Chupa Chup. And then downstairs, did you go downstairs as well? They have a giant puzzle that everybody gets a little piece. It kind of felt like the Guinness World Record all over again. Everybody, like a little bag of pieces, about 40 pieces, and you could puzzle that, and then you could attach it on the wall to the rest of the image, and kind of see the image kind of like tile for tile coming together. So it was really excellent.
We'll have to check that out.
Yeah, so this is, sorry, it's a bad angle to see the table number, possibly from France.
Well done.
Oh, congratulations. Amandine and Per. And Patrick, thank you for putting names on T-shirts. It really helps out the live stream team.
With one piece missing, it's funny to me how common that is. Just one piece missing at the very end.
Yeah, and so the crowd is building. Everybody is here waiting for the final finishes, wanting to see as many people finish as possible. We've got Romania coming into the close. Oh, just 3 pieces. You've got this. Let's do this.
Very nice.
Yes. Yeah, Hannah and Kyle, can you tell us about your experience in the last round? You did really well.
Yeah, so I had actually done that exact puzzle at Worlds 2 years ago.
That's the student days.
The student days that appeared in the semis. Did it with my friend Faith Taylor, and I've done it a few times solo since, so I was quite familiar with that one. And fortunately, we practiced it together on the one day we had together for Worlds training last month.
So you actually practice that puzzle, and then like a few weeks later, it shows up in your pairs round prelim.
Yeah. I gotta give props to Kyle because he brought it. He visited me. We did like a day and a half of practice, and that was one of the puzzles, so it was very lucky.
Yeah, so it made the pick easy for us, which I know has been, the cause of a lot of stress for puzzlers this week, but we knew right away.
And we shaved about 4 minutes off of our former time, so that was nice.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, so, and do you enjoy the choice aspect of it? What do you think about that?
I think, I don't know, it can go either way, right? You could make, I don't know, you could fall into a trap, or in my cases, fortunately, I've been really confident with my choices, and so it's a morale boost right at the start.
Yeah, and I do feel like for a good amount of the rounds, the puzzles have been quite well matched in terms of difficulty. Like you see in the top 10, some people with either puzzle a lot of the time. So the thing I was mainly worried about was making like a catastrophically bad choice. And I think it does, it adds excitement probably for the viewer. So,
yeah, so I mean, this one we see leaning very heavily in the favor of cats.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, other ones we saw with the last one, we saw a bit more of an even split. I would say a little bit more heavy on the side of the student days, but still we had a very fair amount of round puzzles, whereas this one it's almost I mean, if you know about the sloth, you would probably, as everybody here, mostly pick, like 99% of people would pick the kittens. We got another finish. Oh, congratulations. Oh, that's a huge relief. 2.5 minutes left. And a nice shots are there of the crowd here in support.
Another plus of the choice aspect is that you get twice as many puzzles to take home.
Yes. Hope you brought. I got an extra luggage.
We both did.
Yeah. Both of us have been practicing a lot on stream as well, kind of, hypothetical pairings, which one would you pick? And I think that helped too, to think about the puzzles kind of in a split-second fashion, make a quick choice.
Oh, well done.
Oh, congratulations. This guy on the right here, he is one of the helpers. He is amazing. He is everywhere. He's organizing puzzles on tables. He's sitting at the desk putting in times. He's one of the volunteers, and I'm really happy to see him achieve the finish with his pair.
And this is Akio and Ayami from Japan. They only have a few pieces left, and we're coming down to the wire.
You can see them really getting excited.
Maybe 4 pieces. Here we go, last one. Last 2. Oh, maybe missing one.
Well done.
Oh, it's on the top of the puzzle. Oh, good job, Ayumi and Akio.
That's less than 1 minute.
1 minute to go.
a lot of pairs are going to be really close to finishing.
Here's another pair from Peace Relax. So Peace Relax puzzles, if you've never seen them before, they're actually plastic. I was really skeptical before I had actually done it, and then I ordered from a shop in Denmark that also sells them in Europe, and I absolutely love them, and my daughters love them as well. They have a really great click when you put them in together. It's very different. It's a whole different experience compared to cardboard, just like wooden puzzles are a completely different experience. But yeah, we're really grateful for the people from Peace Relax. We'd love to see them finish. Oh, can we do
they're
it?
so
Come
close.
on. 117. Oh, Claire and Peter, so close. Oh.
So close. Well done.
One minute. Oh, Claire and Peter, we feel for you. You're so close to finishing. Like what? Like was it 10 pieces or so?
Yeah, it looked like.
Oh, and I know that they're more casual puzzlers, I guess you could say, but they love it, and we love that they shared with the world, with their huge community about speed puzzling. I hope it's going to help grow it in the US as well. Yeah, thanks, Kyle and Hannah. I really enjoyed this time with you, and yeah, we hope to see more of you. Did a fantastic job. We'll see you in the next rounds.
Later
and
today.
The best of luck.
Thank you so much. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right. See you. Then thanks everybody on YouTube. Thanks for everybody.